Get up, cocksuckers. It's all over.
Tell him the story when Dice sent you home because he lost that.
I was working the door. I was working the door.
At the store.
At store, and Andrew Dice Clay walks up to me. I don't even know him. And he goes, "Hey, Ching, get in the car." He used to call me Ching, right? He didn't know my name for 10 years. Every time Ching. And I go, "My name is Bobby." "No, you're Ching." I go, "That's racist." He goes, "No, as Ching. You got your money." Right? He tried to switch it up. He flies me first class. I have my Comedy Store t-shirt on. First class to Las Vegas. Right? And he goes, "You're going to be my good luck charm." He loses $750,000.
How long?
In 24 hours. It was, I'd never seen, I mean, imagine having no money. And then, but what was fucked up about it is the whole ride over there, he was like, "You're going to get 10% of my winnings." So in my head is, if he makes $1 million, I'm going to make $100,000. Right? But now he's down 750. Right? And he goes, "Go home." I went home. And he didn't talk to me for years. Like, you know, I have a bit about like a Thai hooker eating my butthole, right? And then my girlfriend was like, "Yeah, my mom was in the audience, and I just don't think you should have told that joke." I go, "What's wrong with it?" Like, I don't know that it's wrong, but I guess.
Well, is it wrong? It's not wrong. It's just that they're offended by it, or it makes them weird.
No, you have to understand, when a Midwestern white person or whatever, right? They go to they have church on Sundays, right? They go to work from 9 to 5. You know what I mean? They have kids. They don't know anything about that. So when I'm bent over on a stool and this Asian lady's eating my butthole, right? Like, to me, that's every day. You know what I mean? I think about that every day.
Every day.
Yeah, that's my life. It's lifestyle. You know what I mean? But to them, it's like, oh.
Mushroom with the pill, the whole thing. Nice.
Yeah, he's getting real lazy with his edibles. You know?
Nice.
The wrapper's already open when I get it.
Yeah, but I did that for a reason. He doesn't know what I did. Listen.
What'd you do?
Let me explain something.
You just took
Every
you
day.
took a mushroom?
No, every day the Mexican government ships in 100 kilos a day into the
Of what?
Of cocaine.
Uh-huh.
But they break it up. They ship 60, 30, and then 3 in 10s. 60, 30, right?
60, 30, and then 3, 3, 3?
Yeah, they send 60, and then they send like 4 10s. So 10 kilos on one mule, 10 kilos on the other, 10 kilos in the one mule. And the grand prize is the 60. They work with statistics and percentages. All right, so they get, one of those mules gets busted. They lose 10 kilos, but they still get in 90. So it doesn't matter. They include that in the profit. So today, I gave Lee a fucking every day when I have an edible. You see these edibles here?
Yeah.
They come in a little butter packet. So what I do is I open them and I pop them. And I pop them for a purpose because he thinks there's something in them. And I constantly fuck with him. And I fuck with him because he lets me. So if you open that up, look inside of there. There's a little butter packet.
Yeah,
Why would I let you? I have no choice.
I tell him, listen, I open them and then I put them in there and reseal them. So he thinks,
really?
I don't do nothing to him. So today, last
funny.
night, I got him with the spray bottles of water. Where I sprayed the fucking, I sprayed
God
this
damn it,
formaldehyde on them and some
These gummies, are they good?
delicious. Oh yeah, you get fucked up.
You really do?
Yeah. So tonight I sprayed the deactivizer, and I hit a Xanax, a little quarter Xanax in the bottom.
It was upside down,
he
too.
caught the Xanax. He thought he was like an inspector. He thought he was like an FDA inspector. But next thing you know, he swallowed the fucking cat tranquilizer. So who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Before my daughter was born, I met a woman at Flappers one night, just very casually in the back. She was like she did something for Flappers. I'm an old fucking man.
Come on, you look great.
What am I going to do with a girl?
Yeah.
Hit on her? What am I going to do when I got to call for somebody? I'm an old man. I got 55-year-old nuts. They look like they're 55. For a young girl to suck them, I wouldn't get no satisfaction on it. I'm just fucking somebody's world up.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking somebody's world up.
Yeah.
It's like one time Rogan asked me, he goes, did you ever have a girlfriend that committed suicide? No, but if anybody sucked my dick, I'd kill myself. Like if I sucked my dick, I'd kill myself.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. You understand me? It's just disgusting. Like we've gone through comedy hell. Like, it's disgusting. And, you know, I fingered an Indian chick in Boise, Idaho one time on the dance floor. I was fingering her. She had a yeast infection. How can, you know, I took my hand out and it was covered in yogurt. How the fuck does that happen? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, how the fuck? Did you hear that fart? That was a good fart.
Who farted? You did?
Yeah. Kombucha.
I'm going to tell you something that happened to me in Austin. And I can't even believe you just said that because, and it's it's an atrocity, right? And I'm going to sue. I might sue. I was playing Austin a year ago, okay, on the books. Matt Blake calls me. He goes, a week in, right? You're out of Austin. I go, why? Because Rich Miller called me and said that the year before, you were in a limo with the limo driver. You pulled your dick out and you told the limo driver to suck your dick. That's what he said.
Did you?
No. What the fuck? No, I didn't do that, right? I go, excuse me, Matt, first of all, when have I ever been in a fucking limo? And number two, Nick Youssef, my opener, was with me every second of every day. I never fucking did that. Why would I do that? I'm sober, right? I go, give me Rich Miller's number. Rich Miller is Dennis Miller's brother.
Right.
Who, no, they don't know the people listening, right? So Rich Miller is Dennis Miller's brother, and he books comedy rooms, right? And he lives in Minnesota. I don't know the fucking guy, right? I call Rich Miller. He answers. I go, dude, I never pulled my dick out and told some white limo driver to suck my dick. I'm not gay. And also, I'm sober. Like, I'm in AA. I have a sponsor. You know what I mean? I pray. I meditate. Why the fuck would I do that? He goes, I don't know anything about that. I double booked you, right? I double booked you, and it's the other guy's a friend of mine. He has no money, but I'll get you back on the books. That's what the fucking guy tells me, right? I hang up the phone. I call Matt. I go, that's what Rich said. He didn't even mention the dick sucking thing, right? So then Matt called Rich again. Matt calls me back. He goes, yeah, you did it. The dick sucking. So the Rich Miller can't say it to my face. He lies to me on my face, right? And then tells my agent that I did it. I never did it. And then I had my manager and my lawyer call the club itself to bypass Rich. They won't answer our phone calls. I don't know what the fuck happened there. I love that fucking room.
That's a great room.
I know it is. I know it's a great room, but I never. Why would I tell a stranger, a guy, to suck my dick?
I know.
Okay, listen to me right now.
Okay.
Ask me if I've ever sucked a dick before.
Have you sucked a dick?
Yes,
Whoa.
I have.
When?
In high school.
Why?
Because I was drunk. I'm not going to tell you who it was. With a buddy. He pulled his dick out. And I was not high school. I was like maybe 8th to 9th grade. Okay? 8th to 9th grade. Okay?
Did he finish? Did he
No. I just tasted it a couple times. I didn't like it. It was salty. Right? So check it out. So I sucked it. All right? I'm willing to admit every fucking awful, dirty thing I've ever fucking done. I'm not a fucking angel. I've made mistakes. I've been in and out of sobriety. I've relapsed before. I know my frailties, and I know exactly what I've done in my fucking life. All right? If you've asked, when they say, were you molested by a guy with Down syndrome? Yes. He stuck his little sweaty fingers in my butthole when I was 9. And he gave me candy, and I went back every fucking day for 3 summers in a row to get that candy. And I let him stick his fucking sweaty fingers in my butthole, and I jerked him off. I don't give a fuck. I want the fucking dip candy. You know, you had the dip, with the stick? Right. So I went back, every day for 3 summers in a row to get my candy.
What was it going on during the school year?
What?
Why do you only go during the summers?
Because he was the guy that mowed the lawn at the fucking skating rink during the summer. And then during the winter, so he never lived there. But in the summer, he was like the groundsman, right? So it was only in the summer. And he lived in the shack there, right? And he had this candy on the rafters. I'm just telling you this right now because of the fact that it's a dark thing, but it's like I'll admit to it, all right? Well, I've told my parents every dirty thing I've ever fucking done. And I've done many, all right? And I've apologized for bad things. But I never pulled my dick out to a limo driver and tell him to suck my dick. That never fucking happened. You know what I mean? I didn't know he was Puerto Rican, whatever. You know what I mean? Or Cuban, whatever you are.
Same
You know what I mean?
shit.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? You've called me Chinese before.
No, I haven't. I always know you're Korean.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I
Oh,
always
what a
knew you
good
were
guy,
Korean.
man.
You're a good guy.
You're a good dude. But yeah.
Listen, you're going to expect people to get upset, especially in today's society, and especially in the society we live in. People are going to get upset. But what I don't understand is it's like a movie trailer. Before you go to the movie, you know there's some fucking in the movie or there's not. Or, you know it's PG or R. Yeah. Same thing with the club. Same thing with YouTube. You can just go on YouTube and look at the comic. Oh, I recognize him from Mad TV or from some fucking movie or whatever, you know.
Yeah. But my thing is that I have a door deal. I don't give a fuck if they left, but they get their money back, right? I'm Asian. I want my money.
You want your money.
Yeah. That's like $22 or what, $25.
Even if they just saw 3 minutes, fuck them. You
Fuck
want
them.
your money. Fuck you. I want my money.
I want my fucking $25.
I'm from the other. Listen, if they want to leave, leave.
Yeah.
If you want your money back, take the fucking money back. You made a mistake. But most of these people in today's society, they go home, write a review on Yelp, send you a fucking email, tell you how. I had a guy that sent me a thing from Vegas. He goes, that was the fucking dirtiest show I've ever seen. And he put, learned something from Cosby.
Oh, is that what he said?
That's what he wrote to me. And I'm like, Cosby raped fucking women, you dirty, dumb fuck. So, that's it just, listen, you're not going to please everybody all the fucking time. Somebody's going to get upset. I feel bad when Death Squad guys come to my shows and bring their wives. And they're like, we love it. And you could see the girls are like, I don't even know why I fucking came here. This is crazy. He's talking about eating my ass and breaking into somebody's house and eating their pussy.
I don't know these kids that get these things. It's fine. I'm happy for everyone that gets it, okay? But there are just certain people, right, that it's just a given, all right? You did 25 years of time into this thing, all right? And you were always in it. You were never like some of these guys, I went away for 10 years and I came back. This guy was like me. We were in the pocket. I always see you. Why? Because it's not because, I like seeing you, but it's because you and I have never quit.
We never quit.
Yeah, we're always just, oh, there he is. He's just a part of my reality because him and I are both guys that refuse to leave the game.
We got nowhere to go. We're like Richard Gere and all.
I have places to go to.
You got nowhere to go.
I can go to mountaintops. I can go to beach cities. I can go all over the world.
If you would have had somewhere to go, you would have gone already.
No, but here's...
Who puts up with this fucking abuse? Who puts up with this? People choosing us. Netflix not giving you a special, but you're following Paul Mooney for a year. Who the fuck are they to decide? That's why we're so lucky. You and I have something that no other comic has.
You won me over.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
You know what you and I are?
What?
All right, you have the Air Force, you have the Army, you have the fucking Marines.
Navy SEAL?
You have.
My Navy SEAL?
We are the Navy SEAls.
Oh, I wanted to hear it.
When shit gets danger. When shit gets danger. Who do they drop out of a helicopter?
Us, the Navy SEAls.
Us.
Of comedy.
We're real. Mitzi Shore hand-picked us. That'll never, ever happen again. So who the fuck is anybody to judge me? Is there a picture of me at an improv? Not really. There's not a picture. You don't see me on any shows getting interviewed by Conan, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've come to that agreement.
That's another thing that's interesting. Is that
I've come to that.
I go to Facebook, right, or my Instagram, whatever social media, and I'll scroll through these younger guys on Conan and all these Jimmy Kimmel, all these things. And I go, oh, congratulations, that's great. And then it always in my back of my head is like, I've never even been invited. I'll never go. I'm on a show now, right? A network show. They have that upfronts every year. 2 upfronts they've had so far, right?
2?
Yeah.
Do they invite Bobby Lee?
No, they have never been there.
Never. And all they talk about is diversity and
I'm on the show, which is great. Yeah. That's good, and that was great. But it's like
just for laughs.
Just for laughs. Never been.
No, me neither.
Now
they want me to go.
Now they know. Yeah, but you've never been to Montreal.
Never even. They said they didn't like the twitch I did with my hand one year.
That's an actual note.
Get up, cocksuckers! It's all over.